It started on a Thursday afternoon when I came home early from my shift and found a bright orange HOA violation notice taped across my garage door. It read in bold red ink, "Emergency hazard, unsafe equipment use, subject to fine." I blinked, confused. Inside that garage was not junk, not some broken machinery, but something far more important, a fully approved firefighter training bay. You see, I'm a fire captain, and since our department lost some training grounds due to budget cuts, I offered up my property's extra space as a certified practice bay for rookie drills and smoke simulations. We built a modular setup that's 100% code approved, safe, and sanctioned by the city. But Karen, our neighborhood's favorite self-declared HOA detective, had no clue. She had spotted fire gear and foam panels from across the street and assumed I was storing hazardous, flammable materials in a residential zone. Rather than knock or ask like a normal neighbor, she marched straight to the HOA board and filed an emergency violation report, claiming she feared the garage would explode and harm the neighborhood. That evening, while I was inside, preparing a training session for 4 probationary recruits, 2 board members arrived unannounced with clipboards in hand, phones recording, and zero understanding of what they were looking at. They said they had received an anonymous tip. Of course, it was Karen Ann that my garage had been red flagged. I calmly invited them inside, showed them our permits, city clearance letters, and even the signed approval from the fire commissioner himself. Still, they frowned and said, "Well, we've never seen a setup like this. It just doesn't seem neighborly." That's when I told them they were welcome to bring in the fire chief himself, and I meant it. I called him. 20 minutes later, Chief Ramirez pulled up in uniform with 2 additional department reps. He stepped out, looked around, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "This garage is one of the safest, most professionally run spaces I've seen in a residential zone. Captain Malik has done more for this department than half our funding ever could." The HOA reps looked like kids caught cheating on a test. But the moment that truly broke the neighborhood internet happened 5 minutes later, when Karen stormed out in her oversized visor, pointing her finger and yelling, "I don't care who he is. That garage is a threat. My dog gets anxious just smelling smoke." Chief Ramirez turned toward her and said, "Ma'am, there's no active smoke, and that equipment helps us save lives. You may not care who he is, but he's trained men who carried your neighbors out of burning houses. This setup has saved more lives than your lawn gnome collection." The silence was brutal. A few neighbors who had gathered actually clapped. Karen stood frozen, her face turning the same color as her fake roses. The video recorded by a teenager across the street was online within the hour. By morning, it had gone viral. HOA Karen versus Fire Captain ends badly. Millions of views, comments like she picked the wrong hose to mess with, and respect to the captain. The HOA sent a formal apology letter and cleared the violation, but that wasn't enough. The city honored our backyard training bay with a community hero plaque. They even added it to their official firefighter prep routes. Now, every other weekend, we run short drills that the local kids watch from a safe distance, and parents bring lemonade. Karen, on the other hand, has gone silent. No more clipboards, no more patrols. And every time she walks her dog past the house, she crosses the street without looking up. As for me, I still keep the garage clean, the gear ready, and the recruits sharp, because whether the fire is real or just a Karen on a mission, someone's got to be ready to handle the heat.